Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's see, let's pick up right where we left off at the end of that scene. Let's see, where were we here? I've lost some of my tokens, however. Oh, well, I guess it's no matter. They're probably buried here in my paperwork. So yes, I think where we last left off, Emmett and Isaac successfully managed to drug our werewolf friend in a kind of a slightly fierce fight, and but some sleeping darts knocked him out. There he is. I always feel good whenever I get my tokens. And in turn, got in a fight with some wolves that he'd summoned up. I kind of forgot that the wolf that fled had actually been hit by a sleeping dart. So that wolf makes it maybe to the edge of the field before it collapses asleep. And there is another dead wolf, a wolf here in the yard. That definitely did not get hit by a sleeping dart. It got hit by the side of a broadsword. So whole another matter entirely. Where this werewolf is a man. An elderly man, not really dressed in clothes. He's buck naked, snoring away, asleep. Out of the house very quickly storms old man Irvin. He's like, I can't believe it. He really was a werewolf. You guys knocked him out cold. What are these wolves in my yard? You killed a wolf. Is that other one over there asleep? The old man's kind of babbling almost incoherently. I can't believe it. It's true. What you really said was true. Well, quickly, boy. Get the manacles on him and get him out of here. Emmett's like, he was kind of scared and frightened, but Emmett's a deadeye. He hit with that crossbow every single round. Heck, I'd take him in a fight with me any day of the week. He puts manacles on Mr. Simmons. Simmons isn't a very huge man. Kind of picks him up and old man Irvin says, "Well, get him back to town quickly." Emmett says, "Mr. Irvin, sir, do you know how to cure him and make him better?" Irvin's like, why would I know? You don't think I know anything about werewolves? What are you insinuating? No. Get out of here, boy. Get him back to town. I don't want to hear any more about it. Okay. All right. What? It's like, are you going to take care of these wolves? Oh, yeah. Their pelts will fetch a fine price. He pulls a blade out of his pocket and begins walking over towards the sleeping wolf. Yeah, they don't need to stay for that. They head out and they head back to town. Let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and put this map away and head on back to town. Here we go, back to the village map that I just drew up there. Okay, well, let's see. So, Emmett and Isaac drag Simmons back to his workshop or his store. Emmett has an extra set of keys. Them being best friends, is mines the store for him from time to time. Sure enough, there is a basement. They take him down to the basement. He's still manacled and quite unconscious. They kind of make a bed for him and put him in place so he can rest. He don't sleep comfortably. They're going to keep him manacled, and they leave the place. And it's quite late at night at this point in time. Isaac's a little bit hurt, not terribly hurt, but a little bit hurt. At this point, Emmett goes back and checks on his sister. His sister said that she didn't see any merchant crossing the road. When she was down there, she waited until after dark. No one came, and she came back home. So There's not really much they can do the rest of this night. Izek goes home and he'll take a long rest for the rest of the night since they're pretty well done with their little adventure currently. I'll just go ahead and heal him up. This is kind of close to the end of our waypoint for chapter 2, the last waypoint for the chapter. We're gonna do skill ups here pretty soon. Let's wrap this thing up and raise some skills and get on down the road. The next morning, Izek wakes up. Emmett's kind of waiting for him. They go and check on Simmons. Simmons is still human. He's back, it's daytime now. He doesn't really remember anything that's happened. But when Emmett starts talking to him, tell him you killed all of Eleanor Smythe's chickens. You ate them whole. She's very upset, Mr. Simmons. It's okay, young boy. It's okay. I don't remember any of it. What's happened to me? Why do you have me in chains in my own basement? Izek explains the situation to him. He doesn't believe it. He's like, I'm plagued by turning into a werewolf. Oh, it's horrible. That explains why I'm so dirty. Where was I? I don't understand. It's okay. He said, we're looking for a cure. A cure? Oh, please tell me this isn't true. This is horrible. This is horrible. It's okay, Mr. Simmons. Emmett, you stay with them. So I'll go up and I'll go to the road and I'll ride down towards High Carn. Maybe I can go to High Carn and meet Mr. Emmett. I better not waste any time. Emmett rushes out of town, or Izek rushes out of town, gets back on Pork Chop, rides out of town. He doesn't make it too terribly far. He rides about an hour towards High Carn, and sure enough, he does meet our stalwart, slightly shifty, I guess, merchant on the road. And sure enough, Willard's like, oh, well, that's not a problem. You need cure for lycanthropy? Whoa. Let's see. Even though you lost my token, it was just here a minute ago, you don't really need it to have a conversation with me. Oh, there I am. Sure, but I'll have to make one. It's just like, oh no. You haven't had one made? How often does one need to make a potion for lycanthropy? It's not exactly a common disease. If I sell one a year, well, that's a special order request. That's going to be expensive. It's expensive? Oh, there's lots of ingredients. As a matter of fact, I'm missing the most common ingredient, which is wolfsbane. I have all the rare ones, but I use wolfsbane in all sorts of things. We'll need to find some wolfsbane. This is kind of Izek's worst nightmare. It's kind of starting to turn to a thing that he never thought would end. Izek's like, okay, do you know where I find wolfsbane? Well, I will begin working on the potion. Maybe you can ask someone in town. Surely it can't be that hard to find. Well, Izek does remember that Emmett did say that Eleanor Smythe made that sleeping potion, that she must have some sort of skills. He goes and knocks on Eleanor's door, explains the situation to Eleanor. She's like, wolfsbane? That's not that simple to cure lycanthropy with wolfsbane. I don't know what help that's going to be to you at all. Well, the merchant, Quackenbush. Quackenbush? Willard Quackenbush? He's a shyster. Yeah, I got wolfsbane growing out back. But if you want it, you're going to have to go to Old Man Irvin and get me some of my chickens. I've lost all my chickens. You rescued his farm from what Emmett tells me. He better share. It feels like this is starting to kind of become a runaround sort of thing. Izek kind of says, well, can I do this first? I'll go talk to him later. He's like, no, you want Wolfsbane from me. You need to go talk to him right now. All right. Izek heads back up to the farm. Talks to Old Man Irvin. They have a bit of a confrontation about it. Irvin's not happy to see him, but Izek does bring up the fact that he saved his chickens, saved his farm. He should make Hardat happy. I think he's able to negotiate a deal. I don't think I need to roll a persuasion for it. They did save the farm. So, I guess I can make a bartering roll just for kicks and giggles. Yeah, I'll make a bartering roll. I'm going to give me a boon on it. Give me a chance to get a possible skill up. I didn't really succeed the bartering roll. Old Man Irvin says, "You pay me a gold. She can have all the chickens she wants." As he said, we prevented all your chickens from dying in the first place, old man. You should be grateful to us. I am grateful to you. That's why I'll sell you all the chickens Smythe wants for a gold. I'm not grateful to Smythe. She didn't do anything. Well, she did make the sleeping dart that knocked out Simmons. Not my problem. Was she up here saving my farm? No, she wasn't. 1 gold. All right. Izek has money. 24 gold. He'll go on 23 gold. He'll pay a gold so that Miss Smythe can get her chickens. Goes back, reports it to Miss Smythe. Gets some Wolfbane from Miss Smythe. He doesn't tell her that he had to pay Irvin anything. Goes back, gives it, and sure enough, within a few short hours, apparently a potion of cure lycanthropy is indeed mixed up. Well, it says that would be 20 gold. 20 gold? That's right. These ingredients weren't cheap. That's why I provide you the Wolfsbane. That's a weed. It grows everywhere. This is like 20 gold, but you know how much money that is? I'm going to do bartering at this time at a Bane. A dragon and a 9. Wow, that's so close. But it's at a Bane, so I have to take the 9. My bartering's at a 5. Doesn't succeed. I'm going to knock 20 gold off my character sheet. Leave me back to 3 gold. What the heck? Well, easy come, easy go. What the heck? Weeks of adventuring, plundering tombs, plundering manors, all to acquire that 20 gold. I guess easy come and easy go. He pays Willard the 20 gold. Goes back. Simmons drinks it down. Simmons like, do you know how long it would take to work? Isaac says, yeah, you should be good to go now. You should be fine. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, Emmett's like so thankful. Emmett kind of starts crying a little bit. Don't worry, my boy. Don't worry, I'll be all right. You two did it. I don't remember, but I'm sure I'm going to be much better. Can you take these manacles off me? I would advise waiting maybe at least through tonight. Emmett says, do we have to? I just think maybe it'd be safe, just in case. Oh. Simon says, by the way, who are you, Goblin? You're a stranger to town. Why did you help me? Isaac says, well, I heard that you know the way to find the witch in the bent oak swamp. Simmons smiles a little bit, laughs a little. Oh, oh, that old tale. Really? Really? That's what you came here for? And he said, well, yes. I was told by Nick's Figwin and Kikart. Yeah, I know. Every month or two, someone comes up here looking for a map to go to the old witch's house. I feel like I should be drawing copies and handing them out and behind my front desk, but I guess it does provide me a bit of gold. I normally charge 2 gold for that map. Isaac's a little bit speechless. You mean you hand out maps to her house all the time? Well, that's right. She never told me not to. I figure I'd make a little living on it. Why not? Well, you saved me no charge. I'll be glad to tell you where she lives. And sure enough, he draws a map all the way to her house in the bent oak swamp. Isaac's still kind of a little crestfallen, a little floored by the fact that he's hardly the first, and that this is actually a somewhat common occurrence. He asks, well, how do you know her? He's like, well, I bring her supplies every so often. Matter of fact, she told me the safe route to go there. She's the one who originally drew me the map to her place, so it's earned me a little extra money, but people are always coming up here trying to get rich off her fortune telling. I sell their map for a little bit of money and send them on their way. But do follow this map, my friend. The map is true. The wetlands is a dangerous place, and the path is quite meandering. Same with the bent oak swamp. So, I'm not lying. This is an accurate map. I wouldn't advise deviating from it. Isaac says, oh, well, okay. Do you know much about the wetlands of the swamp? Oh, well, sure. I'll tell you anything I know. I follow the route that she gave me on this map, and it doesn't really lead directly to the swamp. It circles around. It feels like you're going away before you get closer. But the swamp, the marsh is, it's half underwater, half on hills. It's a desolate place. This is according to the witch, you don't want to get too far off this road because you might get stuck and who knows where you ended up. There's no civilization up there. Well, there may be a frogkin village or two. Isaac says, frogkin? Yeah, I've met frogkin on that road once in a while. Every once in a while, I'll bring them a bag of flour. They'll give me a whole basket load of fresh fish. And we'll have a fish fry when I come back up to the village. It's quite the treat. Okay. They're friendly enough, but, they don't have nothing. You aren't going to find any real friendly kin up there. It's a desolate, desolate land. And don't even get me started with the swamp. That swamp gives me the willies. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be careful. You'll be fine. Just follow the route. It'll take you right to the witch. Like I said, just don't deviate. And if you have to make camp for the night, make it up on one of the taller hills, and make sure that you keep a good watch. There's things sometimes out there I don't even know. Sometimes I do feel like I have people watching me and there ain't no one around. And it says, okay, you've given me a lot of information. Thank you. I hope everything works out for you and everyone in this town. Yep. Oh, by the way, help yourself. Anything in my stores, you grab yourself some food and rations before you go. Feel free to get yourself equipped for your journey. I couldn't charge you a thing after what you've done for me. Well, sure. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, done. Boom, boom, boom. Next step, we'll head. Well, actually, no, I'm not quite done. I take that back. I think Isaac stays here tonight. They all gather around, I think, in the evening to kind of celebrate. I think that's fine. Oddly enough, they do keep the manacles on them, but they allow them out. Everyone gathers at the tavern at night to celebrate. All the townspeople, they rejoice. They are happy. Here's just going to get a couple more answers to some more questions. Now that I'm here, I'm not going to forget to ask. Let's tie up some loose ends. This asks about the manor house. The end of the road. Everyone knows about the manor house. They all nod their head. Yeah. Eleanor smiled. Yeah, it's haunted. He says, well, yeah, that's what people keep telling me. It's haunted. But I put the ghost down. It's no longer haunted. What? The whole town people kind of look around. So, you're kidding. He says, no, I don't think the ghost will be back. Oh. Eleanor cackles. She's like, oh, they'll be back. They always come back. It looks at her and says, what do you mean? She's like, oh, that manor house has always been haunted one way or the other. There's always some lordling moving in, cleaning out the place. Usually they hire a mage or a wizard to clear out the ghosts. A few months down the line, they all get killed, and the cycle starts all over again. That's what my grandpappy told me. That's what my pappy told her. Anytime the king has a lordling he doesn't want, that's causing him a pain back in the city, back in the capital, he grants him a piece of land out here in the grasslands, and they never hear from that lordling ever again. The whole townsfolk kind of start laughing with a bit of a kind of terrifyingly malicious glee. Isaac's a little taken back. He says, this has been going on for a long time? Oh, that's right. Lord Roth and his family... That rings a bell with Isaac. He looks through his pack, and sure enough, there's that message he found. Way back on his first waypoint when he hit the guardhouse. It didn't mean anything to him then, but there's a message on there as part of a log of travelers to and from Highcar and going back and forth from the village. There's just a line there that says, Lord Roth, 18 cold iron size for delivery. As it kind of holds up this message, this Lord Roth? Oh, Eleanor says, oh yeah, 80 years ago, he and his family moved in there. He tried to clear the grasslands out, tried to hire people to help him do it, but everyone knows that's not a good idea. The grasslands don't like it when you touch them. Isaac says, well, what about your farms? Oh, we know better. We clear off exactly what we need. Not any more, not any less. There's borders in our farm. Emmett speaks up and says, oh yeah, my grandpappy had a farm once, and he tried to clear some extra land, and the voices told him he does it again, he's going to face trouble. Oh yeah, everyone in the village nods. They know everything about the voices. Well, it's a little disconcerting to hear about the manor house, but... So you're saying the grass killed the family? Everyone once again nods, as if this is an occurrence that happens all the time. Is afraid? He knows no fear. He's fearless. We've talked about that a lot. Primary trait is fearless. But nevertheless, even not being afraid, he can't help but be a little creeped out, and especially a little disconcerting by how cavalier the townsfolk appear about the whole thing. Like they find it kind of great amusement that a lordling comes down here, granted land every so often, and his entire family gets murdered. Like it's just going to happen. Like it's just the way things are and should be. Lastly, Isaac pulls up the strange device from his pocket, the orb. The one that transformed into a long dagger with a keyed shape on it. Anyone you know what this is? The barkeep, who's never once said his name, the elf, finally says something. Oh, that's Elvish. That's definitely a design of my people. Isaac says, oh, It's Elvish, huh? Isaac doesn't know many elves. He he can't say he's ever spoken one more than any sort of real conversation. It's like, that's right. I don't know. My people have an affinity for making devices that get shaped into orbs. Usually we use it to store little trinkets, magical devices. It's normally for storage, but, you know, why don't you open it up and see what's inside? Here, you can hand it to me if you don't know how. Isaac knows how. He presses the right buttons in the right way and it transforms into that long dagger with the curved notches in the blade. That does kind of startle the innkeeper a little bit. He's like, oh, I've never seen one transform into a weapon before. That's really strange. Normally you just open it up and you'll find some gems, maybe a music box. Anyway, I've never seen anything like that before. Isaac says, oh, do you know, you don't know anything about what this may be for or anything like that? Bartender shakes his head. I don't know anything about it. All I can tell you is Elvish. I can't tell you what purpose it is. Like I said, I've never seen one transform into a weapon, much less a weapon that looks like that. Why does it have all those holes in the blade? The blacksmith kind of takes a look at it. He too has never really said his name. Kind of shrugged. He's like, I don't know. It's not a very useful dagger. Not useful as a weapon. I don't know what this thing would be used for. Isaac presses the button and turns back to an orb. I think that he's answered some questions. Maybe still has a few hanging around out there. They all continue to drink. They have a good night drinking. Isaac's going to spend a couple more copper for some drinks. I'm keeping track of my cash. 4 more copper. 28 copper. He has lost all his gold. Now, it took him a long time to get 20 gold. And it's all gone. I guess Quackenbush is near drinking too. What the heck? It's a party. They all celebrate. Nighttime hits, of course. Simmons does not transform back into a werewolf. Quackenbush looks a little indignant and says, I told you my potion would work. If never any question his mind, the rest of the villagers kind of stare at him a little skeptically. Quackenbush is, like Isaac's, a bit of an outsider here. I don't think any one of these people really care much for outsiders that much. They take the manacles off. He's in good shape. I will do some shopping for Isaac. I'll get him some more rations for the road. Replenish all his little normal things, his normal sundries. And we'll roll for some skill ups. This is the end of Chapter 2. Chapter 3, we head to the elf home wetlands, where no elf dwells. Hey, I tell you what, since we're all here, being all friendly, checking things out, I did pop this up at the end of Chapter 1, at the very last one here, and I gave a glimpse of it. Let's do it again here. I think on the other side of this map, I still have the map of where we're headed to next. Let me move this stuff to the side, and we'll do exactly that. I can get all my paraphernalia out of the way, just long enough to flip this over. Okay, here we go. Sure enough. Oh, look at this. Here once again is the map that I drew out all so long ago. Been over a month now. Just to refresh, especially for folks who probably didn't watch those early ones. That was a while back. Here's High Carn, here's the hedge, here's the manor house. Here's Derby on the Downs, where we currently are. And this is the Whispering Grasslands, Redfall Ridge. Here, we're going to be going back past the manor house on the way back. All the way up in here to the elf home, wetlands. Taking this round, circulous route here to the Bent Oak Swamp, to the witch. Way up here in the corner. Does that come up in the map? Maybe not. That might be kind of far. Okay. Way up over there, you'll see the witch. All right. There we go. There's a little preview of times to come. As you can tell, there's some other things on this map. The Vacant Empire. What's that? Four Fish Flats? Who knows? Hiss, click, hiss. Drek. Anyway. There's more waypoints on here. We get a chance to do some more adventuring in the future. Okay, let's roll for some skill ups, shall we? Why not? We're here, let's do it. And I kind of debated whether or not I want to give whether I want to do a heroic ability yet or not. Still kind of under debate about it. I am kind of halfway through this campaign. It's a pleasure to have you all joining me for it. I'm halfway through. I probably should give myself a heroic ability, because if I don't, you know, we're already halfway. I might not get a chance to even use the heroic ability if I don't give it to myself sooner or later. You know, because we got Chapter 3's the Elf Home Wetlands, Chapter 4's the Bent Oak Swamp and the Witch. Whether I go back further than that, I don't know. Who knows? But I guess I'm halfway through, so I may do it. I'm going to read through the rules, read through the solo rules again, review how GMs like to give out heroic abilities, and I guess if we're halfway through, maybe I'll do so. Let's roll some skill ups. Okay, if I remember correctly, if I roll over, I get to keep. If I roll over, I get to keep it, right? Roll under, I don't. Is it just a single point? I think I just get at a point. Well, I don't get a chance to level up enough, but I've got a lot of stuff checked. Look at all these check marks on me. I've done a lot of skill checks over the course of this adventure. Okay, experience. Advancement points. All right, let's see what it says here. Also, I get 5 freebies to assign of my choice, by the way. After placing marks, roll a d20 for each of them. If it exceeds, increase it by 1 up to a maximum of 18. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's do all the ones I have marked. Bushcraft, 6. Just barely. Okay. 6 bushcraft it is. All right. Evade, that's an 11. No, does not grow up. Healing at a 6. That does go up. All right. Hunting and fishing at a 5. That does go up. Pretty easy to raise these low skills, right? Well, I think my eraser's getting a little filthy. Okay, 6 for hunting and fishing. Myths and legends at a 10. Do you have to exceed it? Did I read it as exceed or equal? Oh, now I gotta go back and look again. I didn't pay enough attention. Hold on. Oh, does it have to be exceed, or is it exceed and equal? I hate taking the time to look things up just because I forget. If the result exceeds your current skill level, okay, it's got to exceed. So no, Myth and Legend does not go up. That's been kind of a useful skill for me too. Persuasion 10, that does not go up. Sleight of hand, 4, that does not go up. Spot hidden, 9 does not go up. And finally swords, that does not go up. Okay. All those did not go up. And now I get 5 skills of my choice to choose to go up. Let's go up a beast lore, maybe. I'll try. That is a dragon. That's something you don't want to roll a dragon on. Does not go up. Bluffing, sure, we'll try bluffing. That does not go up. These are all things I haven't rolled on, so let's see. Riding, I didn't think I got a chance for riding this time, right? Let's try riding. Does not go up. Oh my god. Let's try hammers. 8, that does not go up. One more. Well, I guess I'll try awareness. Wow. Okay, not a lot of skill ups this round. It's okay. So that's what it is. we'll keep it at that. I'll try to erase and clean up the sheet. Okay, that's Isaac leveling up. I will read up on heroic abilities, and if I decide to give myself one, well, I'll tell you what I choose. We'll go from there, and then we will start chapter 3. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.